Early voting starts on Monday. Based on what we've seen in other parts of the country, it could be as busy as Election Day itself and possibly just as tense. Good evening and thanks so much for joining us tonight. We begin with the plans the major parties have, not just to get out the vote, but to monitor the vote. Here's THV 11's Rolly Hoyt.
Voting season will begin in a couple of days, and polls like the one behind me here in North Little Rock will start to take center stage. It's more than a cliche to say that every vote counts. This year, both sides are prepared to argue over every single vote. It'll be poll watchers who start those arguments, and they're prepared to watch a whole lot over the next 3 weeks.
We have recruited over 150 poll watcher volunteers already, and we plan to double that number by Election Day.
With Democrats energized in early voting across the country, a voter hotline and poll watcher training will try and channel that here.
If any voter sees an issue, contact us. We are here to support you. We are here to make sure that your vote counts.
The hotline will take reports of intimidation, voter ID mistakes, or understaffed locations. You could call the cops, but the Democrats think the hotline is a little less confrontational, especially if it's a neighborhood polling place.
A lot of people are reluctant to point out mistakes to their friends or to people they know. That we're giving them an alternative here to reach out and say, hey, I don't think my ballot's right. They're telling me this. I'm not trying to cause trouble.
I'm urging my supporters to go into the polls and watch very carefully, because that's what has to happen. I am urging them to do it.
The president has been urging his supporters to be alert for voter fraud, but that's not really a big issue here. GOP officials are watching for less obvious problems.
When you have folks registering or they're, doing an absentee and it's in a, parking lot like this, you kind of want to notice those things, and those are some of the things you want to look out for.
No matter what they're out to spot, they are set to go.
People are excited about this, and so the amount of volunteers we have are not just limited to poll watchers and hotline operators, but very energized Democrats and I think independents as well.
In North Little Rock, Rolly Hoyt, THV 11 News.
If you want to be a poll watcher, you can find out more from the party organizations or from campaigns. Your county clerk or election commission will also have the rules you need to follow.